Anyone want to go first for any questions for uh, Monica? Sorry, I think I should go ahead and just share what's going on. So I need to share the, can I share my screen? Sending request to you, Anna.
Accepted. I keep forgetting I have to do that manually.
No worries at all. So this is what we have so far, and we just wanted to like give you a little brief before
Okay.
we proceed to like next trip, which is tomorrow. Uh, Let me go to the publicpixel.com.
I cheated. I already looked at the website. It's looking great.
Sorry. So this is how it's looking so far for the page.
Hmm.
The few questions that we got ready with is I had a question for the Google Analytics. I remember you mentioning in the previous meeting for adding the tag on this section,
It's
right,
in the headers and footers.
headers and footers, right?
Mhm.
Unfortunately, when I added into the headers and footers here, it was showing publicly for on the page, like over here. Like it was being exposed for in the public website.
Okay.
But when I went to the Google Analytics, they were telling me to add it here.
Okay. So you had to connect it.
Yeah, yes. Okay, so now I see what's going on. So the day when I connected, all this wasn't here. I think it take like 72 hours or something.
Yes, it does take time to the website to be verified.
Right. I got your email, and I think all of us got the same email for the report for the public pixel. Um, so I could see it today right now. I feel like at that time I was like a little bit confused, like what's going on. The question was the how do I add my other team members for being the administration user for this thing? Or
Okay, I can show you if you guys wanted to go and talk about everything, and then we do it in the end, whatever you guys want to do.
yes, and I will be sharing the vlog that you mentioned previously that need to go to on Lecturus.
Mhm.
I'm going to share it as a link because I forgot the email address. I'm going to paste it in this Zoom.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
where we go.
I'll download it. I'll edit, I'll look at it, and I'll post that in the okay, perfect. Oh, I need access. Request
Sorry. Um,
access.
I think the original owner is Anona. I think Anona, you have to make it permission as an editor. Like,
Or you just send me the document. You download it, send me
I
the
can
document.
download
I
and
don't
send
need to
as
have
a
access.
yeah
okay,
Word
okay.
document. Yeah.
I could do that as well.
Yeah, not problem.
Uh,
So yeah.
I also got the email for web scrapping. I was doing that previously,
I
like,
also give you the access, so you can also see it now. I give you that.
Okay.
and the one more was the doing the uploading and downloading. I looked into the video. It's like I think 4 or 6 hours of videos. There is a plugin that they were doing it for that one. I'm a little bit behind for that. But I think I could
Okay.
definitely get that.
Let's go go back because I'm getting lost a little bit. So the blog is done. I just had to look at it and edit it, and what I need to do in order for you guys to get a credit in the blog and not be my name that I created, I had to add you guys as editors at Lecturus. So I'm gonna use your Lecturus email,
Okay.
and then you're all gonna be added to the platform as editors. All
That,
right.
yes.
So okay, so and when I post this, will be in everybody's name.
Hmm.
Hopefully, we want to share this in LinkedIn, and then share. We'll put all the names of the people who work on it.
Okay.
Okay, that's the blog.
That's the
That's the blog. So now you need to add. I just going over my head, make sure that we need to add everybody's names as administrator or editors or marketing or analysts to the Google Analytics for the pixel, the public pixel. That's correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Then the third thing that you needed to do is that you look at the web scrape. So the web scrape is, you don't have to do web scrape. The only thing that I'm telling you is another tool so you can learn to identify your competitors. So you don't have to pay $800 to $3,000 a month for SimilarWeb, HubSpot, and all this stuff. So you can do that by doing it yourself, web scraping.
Yeah.
Now, for the upload and download for, that's for the photos?
That's for the photos because
Okay. You don't have to go and do any plugging, nothing. I'll show you 1, 2, 3, add a button and then link to the media address inside of WordPress. I'll show it right now. It'll take 2 seconds. And you are recording, so you can watch that later on to just double check how it's done. So you don't need any extra thing. It's very easy. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And that's it so far that you talk about, or there is something else that we're going to cover?
Not really. Those are my questions for now. I feel like as we individually divide our task in the last meeting, and all of us are working as we move forward for the next week.
All right. You still owe me the first blog.
I think
Change the future. Can you predict the future?
I think there was questions in this document.
Can you? Okay. So the point is for us to talk about how to use data. It's not to be like a prediction of, yes, you're gonna get married, you're not gonna get married. It's just like how you can use data to predict trends in businesses. That's pretty much it.
Right.
Okay.
So
yes, that's what a data science is important. Yes, perfect.
This document, I think all of us contributed, and all the information here.
Okay.
I
just downloaded.
Okay. I don't think we're missing anything for this week. We're already working on the search engine optimization, and as we move forward, we're working on Google Analytics and uploading more photos to the page. Moving forward, I think now the question was how can we make that button available for, as we go forward, market it for social media, and how they can upload and download photos.
All right. So now that you have the site has to be done. You cannot have Laura and some pages. Like you have Laura and some
yeah.
Okay. So let's say you have, for example, the home. You had to change. I can show you right now how to change that says home in there to the pixel, the public pixel. I can show you right now how to do it. So that's not a problem. That is changed not on the user interface, but the customization of the template. So there is 2 ways to add a CMS, a WordPress, is adding the content, yes, with blocks, with pages, with Elementor. Some people use other types of editors to, and the other part is because you're using a template that somebody's giving it to you for free, some things have to be added in the template. That makes sense, whoever is doing that. So some things are added in the template.
Right.
Now, it's not there. The template is actually, you have to go to the page, the home button on the top, the home, where it says home, the little, yes. Go to the site, and then says customize next to it. Okay. That customize is not customizing the page, is customizing the template.
Okay.
Right? Yes. For example, what kind you had to go to the, for example, you said you can change it to the name of your website.
Right, this one.
Yeah, so the customize actually customize the layout, the colors, the fonts, the layout of the template, not the content of the website.
Right.
Yeah, so for example, if I want to edit Astra. I go to the Astra website for the plugin, for the template, and say, well, I need so many videos. How can I change the title and the icon for my website? So
Right.
you go there, you click and customize, it goes to the header, add, insert the title, insert the logo.
Right.
So it's very important for us to understand. One part is customizing the content, and one part is customizing the template that was given to you.
Right.
Yes?
Okay.
Okay, so you have to actually customize the template here because the home on top is like a button for the menu, but you need to put actually the name of the website there,
Yeah.
right? And you need to create a logo for your website. Today, you can use Canva, you can use ChatGPT. There is so many things that you can use. Once you do your logos there's all a psychology about logos, but today you don't have to buy the books because I have the books, because in my time you had to buy the books. But today, the simple, the better for the logo. As something that catch your eye, it's usually people who don't know how to do logos, they do this very intricate with a lot of stuff. Usually it's one little thing, camera, I don't know, one little thing is the logo. So I recommend you guys to create a logo for your product, for your website. All right, so doesn't have to be this week, but you should, in order to be professional, everything has to be in sync. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so whoever is fixing the template is in the customize button, and then
Okay, got it.
okay, good. What else? Upload and download.
Right.
All right. So for the upload and download, just go to any page that you want to put a upload and download button under the image. Go to any page. So go back to the back end.
So
Go to any page that you want to put edit with Elementor. Remember, Elementor, just skip. Just remember that the Elementor, well, you don't have anything here?
No, because like actually, what I figured out is that I'm working from it, but on the let me see. Give me one sec. From the appearance tab, I'm on Teams and I'm customizing the one team that we choose, and that one is just like creating everything, and it's going from the teams.
Also, you're creating through the theme. So what is
Yeah.
that you have pictures on? What is the page that you want to download anything? Any page. I just wanted to show you how to do it.
If you want, so I can share.
Yeah. Go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah. Someone here. So how about like on categories? Let's say. So we're gonna put the bottom here, Professor.
Okay. So you're not using Elementor, right?
No, we're using.
Because you need to your page.
Okay.
So each photo should have a button.
Okay.
And you see that you don't have access to any paying thing. That's why I asked you to use Elementor.
Okay. Yeah.
This is free. You're not going to have access to add much things. That's why Elementor, you have a pro. But
Okay,
anyway,
got it.
let me show you how to do it. Just put a button there. You should have a button under each photo.
This option, saw a button option right there. When you open the site.
Yeah, just grab a button.
Okay. Think that I can just grab it here. Okay.
All right. So now select the button so we can add the button.
Add. Oh no, this is to
No,
create new buttons.
to edit the button.
Okay.
You see you don't have much, mostly it's Pro.
Okay.
But anyway, you see what they said, the button text, you have to change it to download, and that is a link. There is a link there.
Yeah.
And that's where you're going to put the URL for the image that you're going to download. Where you get that image, if you go back to the back end. So the button is there, leave it there.
Okay.
Publish if you want to. Go back to the site again, to the back end.
Let me just save it real quick. Okay.
In the back end, you have a tab called Media.
Okay, media. And everything is here.
Yeah, so clicking in any photo, but remember, you gotta put a button under each picture, right? You understand that? We just
Yeah.
okay. You says copy URL the clipboard.
Yeah. So it's this one, right?
Yes, copy. Okay, go back to the button.
I put it on
Categories.
So there is many different ways to do this. You don't have go
yeah,
to the
yeah.
button and put the link and save.
Save.
Okay, now I want you to go to any browser, another browser, and type the URL for the website.
Okay, I just have it.
And test the button. Go to the page and taste. Tell me if the button is good. Test the button.
Okay, but right now it's just sending me to the page, to the photo.
Yes.
On here, I can just
you can
save it.
Yeah, save image as. See, it depends of what you're using. Is the functionality that you have. That's why I pay for Elementor that allows you to download. It downloads for you already. It depends of how much you're paying, what you're paying for.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's the basic concepts.
Yeah. Okay, but I can also like see if I can just move it to Elementor, because the thing is that this is one of the ones that we use when we install everything with the themes and
This
that.
is what you should do. If you want to, you can add the duplicate plugin to your website. So if you go to the plugins, so you duplicate that page and call, what is the name of the page that you were looking?
Well,
whatever. And then you call this page duplicate. Duplicate post, duplicate. Let's see. Let me check,
right?
double check the name of it. So because I have a duplicate on my site, and what I do is I duplicate a page because I don't want to break it. I duplicate and play around it. And when I figured it out, oh, okay, so now I can change it. I never change a page right there because if I made a mistake, what I'm gonna do? You know, 1 second, I'll tell you what is not loading at all. Okay. Translate image, place image, outcome, task, question, login, company, social feed, header and footers. Do echoes duplicate page. Let me see by whom. By and okay, I'm gonna put the name of the echoes duplicate page, and it's by. I'm going to copy and put it in there. I'm gonna put it in the chat so you can see by whom. N and D. Look at the chat by whom.
Yeah, but this one says version 4.54 by, but it doesn't say the name.
No. You put a duplicate page, and in the bottom says by is the author, the
Okay.
person who did the plugin. So you can find that for me it works. So
Okay. So
just type duplicate page. Oh, that too.
This
That
one.
one. Yeah, yes. So what I do always is a duplicate active. You have to active the plugin.
Okay.
No, you have to active the plugin. You install it, but you never active.
Okay.
You can activate it from here as well. It's right there.
Yeah, let me just activate.
Now you can go to that page. Go to pages. Go to page. No. Go to pages.
Okay, go to pages.
Okay, so if you hover in any page, go to the sample page.
Oh, duplicate this.
Yes, you duplicate it, and now it calls default, so you can go in. So duplicate the sample page in the bottom. Do that for me. Duplicate this. And now you have a draft. And then you can change by clicking edit. Just edit.
Okay, yeah, and I can just edit it with Elementor.
Yes, in the edit, you put sample page test 1, so you can play around here. You have to change the name.
Okay.
Test 1, test 2, test 3, doesn't matter. And then you play around, and then you go and do your changes. Because if you want to change to Elementor, make sure that you don't break the site.
Okay.
What you already did. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So that was the button. Did you guys edit a login and people can sign in to your site, something like that?
Right now we just have the.
I did.
I think Anna did, because when I'm looking at the page in like the public page, I'm able to like do the login part.
Okay. So that's good to get everybody to register for your site, even if it's free, register, so you can send them emails, newsletters about your site. Yes? Or get news about blogs and so forth. You don't have to do that now, maybe next week or this week, you should continue to it. So the button, we took care of it. We already talked about the blog. What else that we needed to talk? Oh, the Google Analytics. Oh, we need to do Google. What is next?
So the question is, the login page, though we have this sign-in things, but how do we allow people to create users? Because there is no.
The people to create users?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So when I'm going to, let me share my screen. This page, because a user have, like, if this is not a previous user, how do they create a user here? Like, how do I make sure that
you mean you want to create a user as an administrator?
as a subscriber?
Okay. You had to add some kind of subscribe plugin or subscribe a method, subscribe function. It's not part of the back end.
Okay.
The only thing you can do here is people collaborating with you. You can give people edit permissions or so forth, but you need to add some kind of registration, a plugin or platform.
Okay.
So what it does is you gotta be careful when you do subscriptions. And the reason is that you're gonna get a lot of bots and a lot of bad things in it. So once you add the plugin, make sure, the plugins, they have like configuration.
Right.
You have to make sure that whatever plugin that you selected, you make all your configuration not to allow this. We don't allow that. People cannot, post this kind of things, Make sure that you're very tight in the security part because you are going to get hacked.
Okay.
All right. So it's not difficult to add a subscription or membership. The only hardest part is go to whatever plugin that you add, is to go to the configuration settings and make sure that you close everything.
Right.
That you don't allow people to, upload, bad things or break your site. Because that's happened to me, and I'm really on top of it, but
Got
so
it.
that's
Okay, now,
another thing.
um, this is it so far. Like we don't have any, I think, unless my team has any other question.
That you don't want to add users for the Google Analytics.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, the Google Analytics. Thank you so much for reminding me.
So just go to the Google Analytics online, because you're not going to be able to edit from here. So just go Google Analytics and sign on with the account that you created. I believe I gave you a link to the course, right?
Right.
All right. So in order to add users, you're going to go to the left. All the way in the bottom is a little gear. In the left, all the way in the bottom left. There's a teeny tiny gear. Bottom.
Admin.
Yes. All right. In the admin, you're going to go to, I believe, account access management.
Account access management.
Okay, you see that you only have one user so far?
Right.
Okay, let's go add another user. Anybody can share one Gmail so he can add a user, so I can show it? Add a user. Okay, now it has to be a Gmail.
Somebody give me a Gmail and I'll just put them here.
I will send mine.
All right. I cannot see. I only seen the beach. That's very nice.
Sorry, right here. So I got this one.
Okay, not notify this. So now here is where you guys had to understand. So, for example, you all should be administrator, but let's say in the future you're gonna have people working in your company, and you don't want to give them an administrator. Maybe they can be editors. Maybe they can be marketing. They just need to look at the data, do analysis, right? So you need to figure it out, what will be the role of this person. Usually what I do is I give all my students editor permissions, and I keep myself the administrator. In your case, all of you can be administrator.
Okay.
And then data restriction, no, that's okay. So add. All right, and then the person is going to receive an email, and you're going to have to confirm that that you added. So now you're going to log in into the Google Analytics with your email. And then when you log in with your email, you're going to be able to you have to edit.
I think I added my rest of the team members.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay. For this week, can you close that? Can you do the X and close?
Yes.
Okay. For this week, what we're going to do, and I'll give you how to do it. In the back end here, we're going to create an event. And since you don't have anything in your platform yet, so this will be for next week.
Okay.
So let's say you create a blog. or you have a product and you want to see how people interacted with that blog or interacted with that product. So you create an event. So at that event will only look at that specific page, because this Google Analytics looks at everything, correct? Everything is going on the site. But let's see, you want to be specific. You just want to look at one blog post and you want to see how people are reacting to the blog.
Okay.
So you create what is called events, and that's really useful.
So that will be like right here.
Yeah, you have to create, but here you can create views, you can create events, you can create reports, all of it. So it'll be helpful if you guys can do the basic of it, of Google Analytics. But in here, you said data collection, data stream. So it's a data stream. You want to stream up as it's like a data mining without doing the correlation, the association that we did, you know, in Excel. This it does it for you. You click and say, please keep a track of this data. Just filter this data for me and give me what has happened with this data.
Correct.
So it's great. The only thing that you need to get more into it. Most business, they really need you to look at what is going on, especially if you have one new product out, you know, you need to do analysis of competitors and so forth. So that's very important. Now for competitors, you can use similar web, like I think was Anona or Anais that was going to look into that. You can also do it by from scratch. That's why you use web scraping. But you know, everything that people already done for you, you have to pay. But you have the tools to do that from scratch, you know. All right, so we looked at the blog, we looked at the button, we looked at the theme, at Google Analytics. We're going to talk about, so for tomorrow, we'll go a little more over about the events, start to look at the data. Now, I send you a document with the screenshots of the statistics. It was only statistics for the site. And I don't understand what is that? So what I send you is how your website started to look. Who is searching? So later on when you have a website, this is the part that you really need to do more than make it beautiful, is to see the statistics of the data. That's the data part. You know, what is going on? What is the dates, the countries, the people, the bots, the browser, who is looking at your site, your business, right? So that's why I send it to you, even though you guys just started. And Anona, you were supposed to log in DID and look at their marketing strategy campaigns.
Yes.
And I gave you my account and my username, and after you play, you can go there and use my account to create a vignette, a marketing campaign with an avatar.
Okay, yeah.
There is a trick. If you don't use the studio, they have a studio that you don't need to code, and if you code in the back, you can create as many videos with my API key, and they will not charge they will charge once. But let's say I said, oh, hello, how you doing? And then I go back to the code and change, oh, hello, how you doing? This is Monica, Professor Gonzalez, blah, blah, blah. It will not charge me credits because it seems as the same video that you're updating. And you can download the video. Now, if you use the studios that you drag and drop a picture and put the text, then every time that you do a new one, it charges the credits.
Oh, okay.
So if you use, but because using the back end is not that difficult, I think I gave you the video. The only thing that you need is the API key that I can give it to you. Let's see when I have it. You guys want it, or you guys not ready to? Or I'll give it tomorrow.
We can take that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a way to get around it. These AIs and AI agents, they're very, very expensive because it's not like you pay as for everything. Every time that you use it, it eats all their credits. And it's like really 4 credits is like a few words. It's like really very expensive. It's very expensive. For example, if I were going to use in the platform, I need at least $3,000-$4,000 for the platform just to do basic answer questions. So they're extremely expensive because it uses a lot of energy, data, blah, blah, blah. All right. Okay. So we went into the DID to do marketing. Also, you were supposed to look for all the marketing insights for your business. Now we're moving a little bit more away from the visual to see how we're going to make this business work. All right. Now, once you finish, you should immediately apply for the Google Sense so you can put ads in the blogs or whatever that all that sites have it. That's one way to it to get some passive income. Also, by the end of this internship, you have to decide, are you opening a corporation? Because if you do, is 5 people. Is if you guys want me to be in to help you out, that's fine, no problem. Because $75 divided by 5 is how much? 15. And if you rent a virtual business, is 5 people and it's $50, it's 49 something. $50 a month is $10 a month. I think you spend most of that in coffee. So what I want you to do is to think about change your mindset. You can still have a job, you can still find something, but be an entrepreneur. Make your own business, make your own road. If you need guys, Professor, Monica, can you be with us just to help you? Yes, I will be there and I'll help you or whatever, to do. But that's not me telling you what you need to do. You're growing up, so you guys have to decide what you need to do. Maybe 3 people wanted to do it. Maybe all of you wanted to do it. Maybe some people were really great together, and and if you do, that's just the last part is whatever you do, don't restrict yourself. Open a corporation that embarks all technology, meaning you can do pictures, as you can do security, as you can do courses, as you can do blogs, as you can do recipes online, you can sell computers like Raspberry Pi. So whenever you open as is, means you are a technology company, not a image company. So you can have different. Most of the people who do this, they have 5, 6, 8 different type of business. They do from tutorials, from blogs, a different one, right? From boot camps, images, everything that's out there, technology. They do it all because you remember you gotta make sure that you have a bigger. I'm not saying that you're going to do everything, but just pick a few and then I'll go from there.
Right.
Yes?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Any questions?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because I can go on and on. All right. I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
So, as amazing might be, I was going to take my summer off of internships because I really wanted to travel and see my mom. Don't want her to travel to US. I don't want my mom traveling here, and something. My mom is very old. Anyway, but I have had such a big request, and people already starting to email me from other countries when is the internship is starting on the summer. And I'm already overwhelmed. I want to help. I think that's the only thing that you can do is kind of give a little bit so people go and do their own future, their own, luck. So the point is, I wanted to ask you, you don't have to answer, think about it. I think you are an excellent group. Really, you guys, I always thought you're like You guys got it. All of you had excellent skills. I really mean it. You guys have excellence. I think you guys not going to have problems to find any job to begin with, right? But I want you to invite you, if you want to come as a contributor on the summer and be a coordinator. Each of you will have your own team, and it will be supervised. I'm always in the back, by Nabila. Nabila will be, and I'm going to bring another also administrator. So will be 2 administrators. I'll be in the back, like relaxing and looking at you guys. But she'll be providing you, and you will take the leadership of coordinating and having a team. So you'll have to kind of work with your team. The team will be around 3 people, and all the teams are going to, you kind of have to guide, because they're going to do different things, right? You have to guide them to, just like you're doing here. But since we have a bigger group, it didn't work out. Some people had to leave the internship. So we all doing one thing, but it's going to be more selected. And I want you guys to think about it. It's only 6 weeks, not 8 weeks. It's 120 hours only. And, professor, I had to work, I had to do this. That's okay. But it would be great if you'll be contributing with just like this twice a week, but you'll be conducting the meetings and having your team. So you take the leadership, and you'll becoming a contributor in the platform, not intern anymore, just like Nabil is doing. And she'll be the administrator now. So hopefully one day I can go back, do my dolls knitting and rest, and you guys take over lectures, because that's my goal, to pass it to the students, because Professor Gonzalez is getting a little bit, right? So that's my goal. So think about it. You don't have to tell me today, you don't have to tell me next week, but before the internship, because you might say, oh yes, I will do it, but then something happened, you got a job, and then, you need all concentrated in your new job that you get. That's life, I understand. But think about it. All right? Nanais, Anona, Linden, Juan, Daz, I really think that you guys are doing a great job. Well, you guys did a good job in class, so that's why I'm saying usually I don't ask too many students to join. But okay, I'll let you guys enjoy your rest of your Sunday. Any other questions for me?
No questions.
Not on my end either.
All right. Okay, guys. So I sent you the link. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So
See you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
I think you can stop recording for this meeting. And
All right, so I'll stop recording.